Well, hello, my amazingly beautiful Virgo friends. My name is Libra Empress, and we're going to be discussing your tarot for today. Now, remember that this is a general reading, and this is for yours as well as for my entertainment. And also, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. That way, you'll always be up to date with the content that I produce, and you'll be a part of our family, alright? Alright. Now, there are a couple things I need to discuss with you. First, if you hear a man screaming in the far distance, he's just playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare on Xbox One. Xbox One? I don't know. The Xbox. The newest one, right? Not like the new that's coming out. The last generation one, right? Now, if you hear a child talking, that's just my son. He's sitting in his bed over here. Yes, I'm in his room. I don't know if you can tell, but the room's dark because I'm also between doing these tarot readings. I'm watching YouTube, coincidentally, but that's why it's dark in here. I'm watching it on projector. Alright, sorry about that. Now let's continue. I have 3 piles here: past, present, and future. Now remember, when we get to the future, that is not set in stone, and that you have a choice in the matter. Alright, you can come at it sideways, you can avoid it altogether. It'll either resonate or it won't. Either way, what you want to do is, if it resonates, or if it doesn't, what you want to do is you find a tarot reader that resonates with your soul, that you really trust, who's very dependable and honest, and has good rates for their personal readings, and then ask them for a personal reading. Okay, that's the difference between today's reading and an actual personal reading. This is a general, so this is like me throwing out a net and catching whoever's energy and then telling their story, right? A personal is more attuned to you and what is going on in your life to help guide you, and whatever, right? Whatever's going on that you're having a hard time with. Now, by the time we get to the 4th pile, remember that that's all the energy between past, present, and future. I don't know where they go, okay? Because that's not my story. That's your story, if it resonates, right? So I'm just putting the puzzles together and telling a story. And then there's the bottom of the deck. And I'll show you the bottom of the deck after everything, okay? Alright, let's get going on this. Now, your past energy, my beautiful Virgos, is the 8 of Wands. You're on the travel. You're expanding. On the move. Hell yes. Right? So, past-wise, right, you had to look within. There were a lot of secrets and mysteries going on. You really had to look within to your own intuition. Remember not to mix that up with fear, because those feel the same, but they're not. But at the same time, in the past, you were bored as all hell, okay? You're dissatisfied, weary of your situation. You were just like, well, for fuck's sakes. Seriously. But because the world was going a little nuts, you learned your lessons. You were end up one journey and completing it and whatnot. That way you could move on to the next step in your life.
Come on in. Go have fun.
Alright. Currently, you're at a 6 of Wands, so hell yes. Victory, success, and recognition. Yeah. Everything's falling into place. But here's the deal. You've got the Magician card. Okay, upright in a regular deck, it'd mean like manifesting, right? Where he's like pointing to the divine with one hand and then asking him to use himself. The magician's asking the divine to use him as a lightning rod, like a manifestor lightning rod, right? And then he's using his other hand and pointing to the flowers on the ground. My husband's colorblind, so he's always complaining why people are shooting him and seeing him on the game. My response every time he says that and I'm sitting next to him is, because he's like, where are they shooting me from? And I'm like, from nowhere and everywhere at the same time. He's like, shut up, Sherry. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to just divert. You can hear him through the door. I don't know. He's annoying as all hell sometimes. Okay, so in a regular tarot deck, when the card's upside down, it usually means deception, opportunist, and puppet master. But here's the deal. in my deck, when he's upright, he means that the deception and stuff. So someone was deceiving you. It pissed you off. Or it's currently pissing you off, right? And it's sending you into a Four of Swords where you're retreating, rest, and recovering. Sorry. Oh, every time he does that, it makes me think about what my mom said about my little brother. Or my older brother. He was little at the time. Which is a side story. This is going to make this so much longer, but it's funny. So, so my mom's getting married in church, right? This is well over 30 years ago. And my brother, he was like 3 or 4. And this is an actual chapel in Salt Lake, you know, where people are like really into their religion. I don't remember if it was a Mormon, Christian, Catholic, whatever, right? Well, she's sitting there, and my brother goes up to the top, because the bathroom's up high in the pews, and she's sitting there, and they're saying their vows, and out of nowhere, because it echoes, she hears, "Fuck! Shit!" My mom said that her face was red. Everybody in the church went dead silent. It was so funny. Anyway, that's what my husband keeps doing, and he's not realizing it.
They're just turning with dancing girls.
Yep, go sit down. Anyway, that's what it reminded me of. So, with the deception, okay, Dean, settle down. With the deception, it sent you into a mini hermit mode where you're licking your wounds, alright? Okay, you're feeling like, what the fuck? I didn't deserve that. And you didn't. Okay, Virgo, you did not deserve that. You deserve the 9 of Cups is what you're getting. Wishes, dreams, material, and physical happiness. So just because you had a bad day with all this shit, as soon as you let it go, it's going to get better. Alright? And I promise you. And I believe as you're making this decision for the future, this is what you're making. You're cutting some people loose. You got to think about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it to whoever you're going to say it to. You're getting sick of the bullshit. You are bringing your truth. Virgo, you're bringing a Libra tongue to this equation. You're stepping in like the Queen of Swords. I don't see her, but this is kind of like her unscrupulous tongue.
I'm going to sit up here.
No, you're not. You're going to go sit down somewhere else.
I'm sitting there up here.
Okay, don't fall off.
I'm not going to fall off. It's going to keep me.
Alright. Hold on 1 minute. Alright, I'm back. So, you gotta think about what you're gonna say and how you're gonna say it to whoever you're gonna say it to, because you're gonna be burning bridges. And be leery here that if you burn this bridge and it burns both ways and then you try to go back, you might not be able to cross that bridge ever again. They won't let you. Okay? So if you tell someone that you've been with for years, "I don't love you, I've never loved you, it's all fake, blah, blah, blah," right?
I told you, see, that's why I'm stuck forever and ever.
If you say that to someone and then you come crawling back and tell them, "Oh, I wasn't right in the head, I love you," they're always going to question. If they take you back, they're always in the back of their head going to question if what you're saying has any validity to it. Okay, because there's only 3 types of people so far that I've counted. I'm still waiting on statistics here. 3 types of people who will tell the truth. A drunk, someone who's angry, or a small child. And small children are rude. So are drunks and some people who are mean and mad. You know what I mean? So make sure you be careful and cautious with what you have to say with whoever you're saying it to. Alright? Think wisely. Pros and cons. Okay, my beautiful Virgos, you're dealing with a Knight of Wands. This is a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Someone who's going at a moderate speed. Someone who's bold, impetuous, and an adventurer. So here's the deal. In my deck, this is your Prince Charming, or like guy on the white horse, right? The knight on the white horse. And the reason why I say that is because, I mean, he's there at the right place at the right time. He'll even rush forward, get you goodie back, and bring it back. In my deck, the Knight of Cups, with a change of his mood, will take your heart and skip town. I don't like that energy. I don't like the oh, I'm mad at you. Well, I'm going. Bye. And then you're just like left brokenhearted on the floor. It's like, dude, you're either in it for life or you're not. I mean, get your shit together, right? This guy, he's got a lot of validity behind him. Okay? Be it if it's a girl or a guy. It's an energy. Someone who has potential. And doesn't, and also, he's a Knight of Wands. So, I mean, he's bound to be kinky. Now you're dealing with a Page of Cups. This is a very creative, kind, and artistic Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But in his story, he's a soft stalker in my tarot deck. He hides in a bush, watching you from afar with love in his heart. Okay? And he will stay a soft stalker, where he's watching you from afar, until I see that Devil card. And as soon as I see that Devil card, I see hard stalker. So far, soft stalker. Okay. Then you got the Ten of Cups. I like this one, right? Some peace, contentment, and family. So while the world's going to hell over there, and it usually is, one way or another. The world's like a roller coaster. Some days are good, some days are bad. You got good karma, bad karma. Or like this, let's say dharma, which I'm just like, that. I don't even know why they throw D in front of it, but whatever, however, whomever, whichever. You're there with your family, content. And everything's going good. You cut out the negative Nancys. Not saying all Nancys are negative. Or downy Debbies. Or crying Karen. God, everybody's up against Karens in the world now. I don't get it. We all have our off days. But you know what I'm saying. Is the Debbie Downers and the negative Nancys doesn't necessarily mean Nancys are always negative. It just matches with the name. Okay? On both. Alright, fourth pile. Okay? You are celebrating your prosperity and rewards somewhere along the line between past, present, and future. Yes, you are. Oh, hell yeah. Right? Somewhere along the line, you were definitely traveling, leaving the past behind, and transitioning to a higher self of yourself, if that makes sense. So you're cutting all, like you're spring cleaning, but in the fall almost, because we're almost in the fall. You're basically spring cleaning your mind. You're just like, I don't need that box of bullshit from like 3 years ago, or that one from 20 years ago. Or God, last year sucked. So you know what I mean? You're just like shoveling and piling out your ears. You're just like, and then you see like from afar, if you're if you're watching someone do that in their head, see like the piles of boxes and all the paperwork falling out. I'm a writer. That's why it sounded creative. We're like, shuffling it out. Getting rid of the bullshit for the Christmas bullshit. Just trading it in for something better. And that's what you're doing. Well, you're not trading it. Well, yeah. You're getting rid of the negatives and looking forward to a positive. Because you deserve it. Alright, Virgos? And you're dealing with the Emperor mode. Or an Aries. Could be an Aries. But when I see this card, this is like order out of chaos. You're a leader. Right? Now, Virgo, I know you're not an Aries sign. But regardless of what's between your legs, whether you're male or female, or anything in between, we all have two energies within us. All right, a male energy and a female energy. All right. Now we try to think of it like this: video games, right? You try to level each up. You go through a lot of shit, a lot, to level up the male energy to Aries. And you have. You don't wake up overnight and have this happen. No. You went through a lot of shit to get to the Emperor mode, my beautiful Virgos. Yes, you did. Rock the fuck on. Now you're dealing with a Knight of Swords somewhere along the line, right? Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Someone who's brief, ego, and lack of emotion. Think of it like this. You're the ocean. This is the storm that comes out of the blue. And it rocks you, it changes. You know, you got lightning, thunder, like ricocheting between you because you're water, obviously, right? It's like shooting through you and back up and all over the place, and it's nuts. It's like a hurricane, and you're swaying, and you feel like you're in a washer. Right? Just going around and around. You're just like, oh my god. Oh my gosh. Make it stop. And then suddenly, as fast as it came, it stops. Are you the same body of water, Virgo? Oh, fuck no, you're not. This person came in with a new perspective and then shook you at your core. Like a mini tower moment, right? Told you some shit. You know what? And you were moving on from troubled relationships, you know, making a change. Going to the next town, you're saying, fuck you later, alligator, I'm out. Somewhere along the line, you were able to sit with someone from the past. Oh, yeah, from the past. Okay. You were able to sit with someone from the past that you didn't get along with and form a Two of Cups. Yeah? Yeah, you fought like cats and dogs. There was a fucking bad disagreement. It could have been a sibling, another family member. It could have even been a best friend or a past lover or current lover, whatever. You were having issues. So many fucking issues, there weren't enough tissues. And you're just like, oh, I'm gonna... And then suddenly, out of the blue, they have a black eye, and you're just like, I couldn't help it. I blacked out, and you got a black eye. I don't even know what happened. And they're like, oh yeah, I got candy cam. And you're like, what? WWF? And they're like, no. That hasn't been WWF since the dawn of time. It's changed names a lot. Not saying, relationship violence or violence in any form is healthy, because it's fucking not. And if you're, you know, being treated that way, or, you know, or even treating someone that way, seek help. Okay, because we're all supposed to treat each other with respect, and obviously it wasn't happening. But now you're able to sit with that someone, right? Did you like what me and my stepbrother used to do all the time? He'd practice WWF moves on me. Yeah. That shit hurt. One time, he put me in a grocery cart, and we were in front of Smith's in Salt Lake, and one of the Smiths, and we were going and going and going really fast, and I was standing up in the cart. I don't know, I wasn't. I was on my knees or something. I don't know. And I was like, Randy, slow down. You're going too fast. And he goes, what, Sherry? Go faster, let go. Okay. How do you think that ended? I ran into a fucking wooden fence in a grocery cart. That shit hurt. But now you're able to talk with that person, alright? Work it out. Set some boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Then you got the Lovers card here. What? I had to put this on pause because you wouldn't stop. What do you want? Let me finish this. Anyway, I put you on pause real quick. I'm sorry. My kid was like, hey, you! And I'm like, okay. Had to talk to him. He comes first. Sorry. Now, this is all your cards in order of however you perceive them, right? So you're dealing with a Gemini in the form of the Lovers card, right? So romance, sex, and blinded by passion. So here's the deal with this. If all that shit didn't exist, would you have anything in common with your significant other? Or your past lover? Do you know what I'm saying? Was there anything that, like a friendship that you built on? Common interests. You're dealing with the Queen of Swords. This is the Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Okay? This is an intelligent, sharp-tongued, and unscrupulous lady. Now let me tell you about this lady. Alright? She kind of reminds me of you. Alright? She wasn't handed down the mantle of being a queen. She didn't marry into it. Oh, fuck no. She built her empire with the King of Swords from the ground up. Okay? She took no shit from anyone. That's just like you. You're building your empire from the ground up. And it's looking good. Okay? And you're defending it like the queen. But somewhere along the line, you were dealing with a hell of a lot of poverty, financial loss, and anxiety. Well, let me tell you something about this. As you're saying fuck you later to this shit, this is just a stepping stone to something greater, okay? Think of it like this is your glass half full, not half empty, okay? It's all about perspective. That is part of the reason why the Knight of Swords came in. They changed your perspective, shook you up a bit, right? To tell you, hey, this isn't fucking over, and you were definitely not alone. You've got this. You get back up, and you keep fucking trudging along. Or like Rocky would say, he'd basically say, life's gonna knock you fucking down. It is. It just is. But you gotta keep getting up and keep moving forward. Alright? You can't let it hold you down. That's what life is. Okay? Yeah. And what's great about this is that you've got the Sun card, success, enlightenment, and hope. So someone came and rescued you off that roof. Like off of Resident Evil. Number 2. Alright, so you got a past lover, and it could have been your soft stalker. Nostalgic memories, they're coming back. And it's no longer a soft stalker, okay? And it was no longer a soft stalker. They were really fucking toxic to you. Alright, Virgo? And maybe that's why they're coming and crawling back, but they gave you a lot of anxiety, okay? So they're tempting you. They're probably a Capricorn. If not, whatever. But the thing is that they mentally fucked you up. They did. But were you gonna continue to let that happen? I mean, you set your healthy boundaries, right? Maybe they became your lover again. I don't know. You're able to sit down with them, but you are fucking full of anxiety, feeling hopeless, like very paranoid. Are they coming to take something from me? Are they going to continue going to use me? Like, what am I to them? And they say stuff. So maybe... And you had the swords, Ace of Swords. So some shit was said, or will be said in the future. So you're going to be telling them where the bear shits. And you're fucking nervous about it. Because it didn't end well before, and they probably left you in financial ruin. But they know for a fact that this is what you want as the 10 of Hazards, and you will have it, okay? Because no one will hold you back from it, because you've got your successful helicopter, the yellow one, yeah. But you got wealth, family, and contentment. You are content somewhere along the line, right? And they absolutely know that you are the Emperor, energy in the male, and you are the Empress. You are both the mom and pop of the tarot deck, and that's fucking awesome. You have everything that they want, everything they desire, everything they need in a partner. But are they everything that you need in a partner? Have they changed? Some shit was said. You gotta tell them. I mean, is your heart in it, or did you shut it down when they left? When they broke your heart and they pulled that bullshit? or you broke their heart? Did you lay it straight? I know you got rid of some mental baggages. Maybe you're dealing with a hell of a lot of depression because of it. Did you stop eating and drinking? Like, not drinking alcohol, but like water. When my spouse left me for 6 months, for the first 14 days I starved. Not because I wanted to, but I lost taste for food. And anytime his name was mentioned, or, anything, I was just really exhausted, and I would nonstop puke up nothing but water. And I lost a lot of weight. Fucking 14 days. Look, just because some shit's going on now doesn't mean it's gonna rinse and repeat, okay? If this was a karmic cycle, you know what happens in karmic cycles if you go back to a karmic cycle, right? You're doomed to continuously repeat the karmic cycle until you learn. But you're an empress and an emperor, so why would you go back to thinking that you deserve less? Do you know what I mean? You're going to get your wealth, family, and contentment if you don't already have it. We are all in our own lane, our own level of growth, and we're always forever growing. You're not the same person you were before you clicked play on this, right? You're not the same person you are now that you were then. And after this reading, you'll be completely different. We're ever evolving, taking in knowledge and, growing. And you know what? You're very fertile. You have a lot of success on the way. But you are scared. Very paranoid of some shit. God, the poverty alone, the swords. You cleared some mental anguish. I'm sorry. Cleared some mental anguish. And you were rescued. But this person, this soft stalker with the devil card, so hard stalker, is coming back. And they're fixated on you. They might have lost the energy of that. I don't know. What I can tell you is that you're the judge of their character. Pay attention to red flags. You know exactly why you left them or why they left you. You remember every toxic trait they had and vice versa, right? It's time to lay the groundwork and say what's on your mind. If they can't fucking level up, don't force them to change. Alright? You can't change someone. If they love you, they will change on their own. The excuses will be out the window. It'll be, just tell them this. Excuses are like assholes and everybody's got one. Right? You know for a fact that if you had some toxic traits and your loved one didn't, you would change yourself to be a better person for that person. Because you want to continue to grow and evolve with them. It's time to do your education. Pay attention. Do some investigative work. Don't super stalk them back. No. But they will reach out. And you will be sitting down with them. And you'll think it's going to go sour, but it ultimately, it's 2 of Cups. So there will be balance. And yeah, it'll be an emotional reunion. But don't put up with people who emotionally, verbally, physically, and mentally abuse you. Okay? Seek some help. And know that whatever you're going through, you're definitely not alone. Okay? You deserve the best. Okay? Yes, you do. Don't you dare think you don't. No, I love you. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Libra Empress. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And join me again for tomorrow's daily horoscope or next time's tarot. I still haven't done the daily horoscopes. I'm sorry. It's all about having energy, and I haven't been feeling it lately. Going through some stuff. Love you. Bye, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos.